Good morning. It's Wednesday, July 22nd, and we're going to continue our discussion on action and duty with a prompt from the Daily Stoic which reads, Am I acting nobly or grudgingly? So in today's meditation, Ryan Holiday was particularly sassy. It was the kind of tough love, slap in the face that I actually find really helpful as I try to get my head screwed on at 4:30 in the morning. And it's short, so I'll just read it verbatim here. He starts off, No one has a gun to your head. You don't have to do the right thing. You always have the option to be selfish, rude, awful, short-sighted, pedantic, evil, or stupid. In fact, sometimes there are incentives to break bad. But certainly not every criminal gets caught. But how does that line of thinking usually work out for people? What's that life like? You don't have to do the right thing, just as you don't have to do your duty. You get to. You want to. So we've talked about the power of that simple reframing before, but it's worth returning to because the effect is so profound. It's the difference between suffocating under a to-do list and appreciating a get-to-do list. It's the replacement of the phrase I have to with I get to for every action that we undertake. It's not I have to go do the grocery shopping. It's I get to do the grocery shopping because I have access to reliable supply and the resources to afford it. That power of perspective has massive impact on our willingness to do something. And just as Ryan Holiday noted, that same logic applies to my moral decisions. I don't have to do the right thing. I get to. And the value of that freedom to choose shouldn't be understated. As Seneca wrote, nothing is noble if done unwillingly or under compulsion. Every noble deed is voluntary. There is a difference between doing the right thing grudgingly and doing it because you want to. Others can feel it. We can feel it if it's not genuine. That's not to say that there aren't difficult decisions to be made along the way. But when you recognize that you have that choice, it provides ownership. And that ownership is empowering, which leads to the recognition of additional freedom of choice. It's circular and self-propagating, all because the perspective has shifted. So I'll wrap this one up with a final example of practical application of this principle. To any remaining holdouts to wearing a mask in public, while you continue to bitch about your civil liberties being stripped away by an overreaching government, perhaps remind yourself of this. No one is stripping away your freedom of choice to do the right thing, the civically responsible action. You still can choose to act like a self-absorbed asshole, but you're only prolonging and worsening this pandemic for all of us. You get to choose to have the minor inconvenience of a cloth mask covering because fortunately you're not hooked up to a respirator somewhere in an overcrowded ICU and therefore have forfeited that freedom to choose. The power of perspective. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.